Virgo, it's your girl Merce, the Big Body Benz. Run tell them, the Big Body High Priestess, somebody come see this. I popped in to see what's good with you. Energy check-in. You know, let's just pray. Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angel, spirit, God, spirit, animal, source, God, universe. Please allow me to tap in with my Virgos, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node to see what messages you have for them at this time. Please protect this space from any negative energies and only allow energies of love and light to enter. I say thank you, Spirit, so much. Okay, so boom, Virgo. Um, I keep hearing a Scorpio wronged you and you want to tell an Aquarius about it. For some of you not being able to move forward from something, get over on something, or finding out that somebody else is not over something that you thought that they were over, um, makes you want to tell people about it. Have you on the being wronged, someone hurting you, someone attacking you. A lot of Scorpio energy coming through. Have you on the you going back and forth with a Scorpio and you want to tell an Aquarius, or you going back and forth with this Scorpio and you want to tell the collective, tell everybody, tell your family, tell your friends. You really want to tell. Have you on someone feels like you're a tattletale, you telling on them. Someone that with done in the dark, they don't want to come to light. They don't want people to know that they don't want people to know what you're doing to what they're doing to you, how they're treating you, what's done behind closed doors, what the real tea is. That someone is not who people think they are. I also really feel like they, telling people that they can't really do anything for you. Like the inner child wants a little love, wants a little support, needs a little support from the collective. For some of you, for some of you, heavy on the wanting daddy. Someone wants daddy. The inner child wants to connect with the father. A lot of father wounds being triggered at this time. Someone can have a really um, strained relationship with their brother. Could be a Gemini even. Gemini siblings. But their sibling, someone has a really strained relationship with their sibling. For some of you, you and your parent are actually siblings. In this lifetime, you showed up as their parent, but your brother, your sister is like your son or your mother, your father, your daughter type shit in this lifetime. No bullshit. Um, y'all have a real weird dynamic because y'all ain't really, uh, you know, mother and son or that type of issue. Y'all got some other shit going on. Um, but also having somebody has a really strained relationship with their sibling. It could specifically be their brother, but nah, someone even has a lot of brothers and sisters. Or this is spiritually, not people that you related to by blood, but people you consider family. The friend group somehow has fallen out, or certain people are bickering, all or two people in particular, and the whole friend group knows about it. It's out in the open now. Fuck it, let's talk about it. Someone's like, why you snitching on me? Why you telling me? Because you hurt me. Because you hurt me and you had no business doing it, or because people need to know what you're doing, or because when I tell you to stop, you don't. And I really feel like whoever is in the wrong, or whoever's getting called out, whoever's getting told on, refusing to take accountability, flat out lying, even, hmm, you know, straight admit it. I don't. They're being, or literally, this is like when the children are alone in the room and something happens, and then you ask what happened, and everybody has a different story. Who did it? Not me did it. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Nobody knows who did it. Everybody's in the same room, or nobody knows what happened. Nobody was paying attention type shit. Yeah, everybody knows what happened. Um, that energy. Everybody's watching. Everybody wants to act as if they don't know what's happened, or what's went wrong. Or nobody wants to say the wrong thing out loud. No one wants to call someone out or snitch or look bad. Um, but it's necessary at this time, or everyone's going to feel it. Or because someone doesn't take accountability, everyone feels it. You bring that wrath to the collective, or that wrath gets brought to the collective, or that wrath gets brought to everyone that you encounter. you know Someone hurt me, didn't take accountability. Not everyone I encounter pays for that. And look at that. Look at that. If that's you and how you're showing up, needing to heal that. You know, I also really feel like important messages left on red, or important people get left on red, or you heavy on the being, being the important person, that someone ghosts somehow or leaves on red somehow, disappoints somehow, someone not fucking with you, or literally someone lets you know in the way that they're really short, the way that they communicate, how they really feel about you. That you know they don't really fuck with you like that. Feel like you really feel like you go out of your way to give somebody something, but you've wronged them. You've wronged them, or they've wronged you. They go out their way to give you something, but they've wronged you. It's a bare minimum. It's a bare minimum offer. It's a shitty offer. Someone knows they had to come better than that. Someone knows the conversation was needed. Someone knows some effort was needed. An understanding had to have been come to. If I said that right, in order for there to genuinely be some peace, it not even mattering about how much time has passed. If I'm gonna be honest with you. That being the connection that separates the real from the fake, because real connections withstand anything. They withstand anything. You know? Why? Because they don't put you through the shit that fake connections or unhealthy, toxic connections put you through. That's why the things that you get to go through, that's why the things that you go through in them, in those real connections, you don't mind working at. It may be uncomfortable sometimes. So when certain things present themselves that, you know, you couldn't foresee, but often you find that these are connections worth fighting for, or there are things that are there, the things that go wrong aren't deal breakers. There are things that may show you or show you where you need a little more patience or a little more growth, but ultimately, right, they strengthen your spirit. Spiritual strength out here in reverse. They show you where you spiritually weakened and need to strengthen yourself, but you still walk away from those connections grateful, or you are able to find some sort of reconciliation in those connections. But you know, I feel like there's a lot of you being really passionate and wanting to express your love towards someone that does not feel that way about you. You being really into someone who's not into you, someone who's not paying you any mind. Pay attention to the red flags. Love yourself. Love yourself first. And then you just go ahead and need to focus on you. It's that energy of just go ahead and you, because this ain't working out in this particular connection. You know, I also really feel like not taking the initial message for what it was, when divinely people in your life kind of tell you certain things, you know, about someone, and their intentions. For some of you, you really get married to someone who just who wanted to use you for your finances, or wanted to be taken care of. You know, they did whatever they needed to do to get in good with you, rubbed you the right way to get in good with you. Also, by being really disruptive, causing problems in your life that are disruptive. I also really feel like seeing someone still communicating, being really patient with someone that you know genuinely gets in their own way, genuinely struggles with a lot of lack of mentality. Definitely feels as if they have issues with their career. They're often nickel and diming, I just heard. And so they need a connection with somebody who can, you know, be there for them, support them in some capacity, help them out when they're needed, when they need it. Meanwhile, I feel like they always need it. I also feel like for some of you, a masculine energy, whether you are this feminine Taurus dealing with a masculine this way, or you're this masculine Virgo. Feminine Virgo, I mean to say Taurus. Feminine, could be Taurus around. Whether you're, wait, yeah. There's something about you and Taurus right now, because I really feel like having to tell Taurus to slow down, slow your roll. You come first. You gotta You got to put them on the back burner. You got to focus on you. Your needs got to get met first. So it was always your turn now. It's my turn now. You know? Wait your turn. Or it already was your turn. It's my turn now. But whatever. I forgot the other download that I had. But I just feel like someone putting in a lot of effort to be in a connection because they are nickel and diming somehow because they don't feel safe and secure. And I feel like someone else being really offended or taking it to heart. You know, that you hold space for this person with no judgment, or someone tries to warn you, give you the warning about them and the connection, and you don't listen to them. You know, someone tries to tell you this is not a good person, or this is problematic. This is not, you know, family. Or this is not your friend, or and not listening to them really backfires and has you really lose out on certain connections in your life that meant a lot to you, mean a lot to you. Mm. I just feel like I just feel like being attracted to someone or calling in people, literally calling in your soulmate is in reverse with children in reverse. Um, calling in people that you're not in alignment with, so hard to connect with. Heavy on this being for a lot of my um, what is the word? Bi-coastal Virgos. Also, I just feel like somebody who has kids is not, or it's not yet. There's something about this. Someone who you didn't come from, someone, right? Someone being parenting by someone, nurturing someone that's not their kid. You didn't come from me. You're not my kid. For some of you, someone wants you to raise their kid. That's not my kid. That's your responsibility. Or you were raised by someone, you know, who didn't have to raise you but decided to love you anyway. You know, or someone who's raised this way, so they go on to be that way as an adult. You know, a little boy being raised, uh, you know, by uh, their stepmother who's not their biological mother, or you know, that energy out here. For some of you, you have children with someone that holds you back, or you have a child with someone, or you know, you already have two, you need not have any more. You got to be careful in how you have sex with this person. Someone has a lot of energies, multiple energies on them, or they're not being completely honest, you know, or needing to use protection so that you don't get them pregnant again, or they need to do this with you so that they don't get you pregnant again. Um, for others of you, yeah, you have one kid with someone and you don't need a second one. You need to make sure that you protect yourself into not having a second one, 1313 on the clock. Or protect yourself from not having a second one, because I really feel like no matter how many children y'all have together, right? Reconciliation is out here, right? Something about no matter how many children y'all have together, um, something that's toxic is toxic. That was one thing needs to be walked away from. Throat chakra shit, because reconciliation being out here, because it's toxic for people to keep continuing to say, like, you know, stop telling your family and friends what's happening between you and your significant other, because ultimately the things that are often told to the family and friends are big things, things that fucking matter, things where lines were fucking crossed. Understand? Things where a certain level of disrespect transpired that wasn't there before. Like there's levels to this shit, right? But I also really feel like that there is something about wanting to reconcile with somebody without them acknowledging, or you want someone to reconcile with you without you acknowledging, taking accountability for what it is that they've done to you. Spirit is not going for that anymore, or Spirit is not allowing anyone to accept a half-ass apology from someone, a half-ass effort being made, offer being made at all. at all. I really feel like wanting to let people help you or being open to help for help for love somehow, support somehow, really backfires on you. Really backfires on you. Really may have you starting to internalize the things that popped out that are being said to you, but have you on the feeling safer in certain delusions. You know, wanting to move forward with someone, but in order for you to do so, you would have to completely look elsewhere. You know, give your relationship a try. Is out here, but her eyes are closed. I don't like it. I don't like the way it feels, and I've been saying that shit. If I don't like the way it feels, that's enough. It's more than enough of a reason. It just wasn't that deep. It ain't that deep. I'ma honor that. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it there. A lot of religious factors coming up. That's the other thing too. You listening to someone or someone talking about using their kid as an excuse or coming up with the most shit, everything else in the book except for what it is that they know that they need to do to take care of themselves. Nobody got time for that low fucking vibration. No one has time for that. Mm. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it there. Everything you need to know about me is in the description box below. I love you. It's your girl Mercy, the Big Body Benz. Run tell them. The Big Body High Priestess. Somebody come see this. Peace.